They so boomed it. He him my fool. So in 2010, I get transferred from special needs D-Berry down to Charles Bass on Cockrell Bend Boulevard in Nashville, Tennessee. Soon as I get down here, I start acting a fool. Because for one, this ain't even a maximum security prison. I'm supposed to went to River Bend. These folks got me on Gear 4 in the hole on 23 and 1. Not only that, the cell that they got me in, my TV don't get a signal in there. And it's one thing for sure, two things for certain. I got to keep up with what Victor Newman them got going on Young and the Restless. I can't watch. Hey, get the captain down here right now. So that around that time, that's when I got to fight with the police. After I get to fight with the police, they move me down in the corner cell. When they get me down there to keep me from acting a fool, they start sending a counselor/therapist to see me once a week, which turned into twice a week. Because if you know anything about psychology, then you know about the term transference. She started taking a liking to the kid. I started taking a liking to her. We started taking a liking to each other. Because the way she looking at me, the way I'm looking at her, and the way we looking at each other, you can see the twinkle in her eye. I can tell how she really feeling the kid. I don't know what it is about women who work in institutions, in prisons, that like to see men chained up, that like to see them come around with their blues on. And I don't know if it's the penitentiary physique, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in here doing diamond push-ups and Tyson push-ups in the sand. I don't know what it is, but I can tell from the look of her eye, she wanted some of that good doing. And guess what? I'm gassed up because I did not read it. I just hit an officer up here on maximum security and let me know that it's possible. So I'm telling you, when we keep going into this room, I'm noticing it went from the door being open to her putting the door halfway to her saying, I think the officers is listening, pull it up to just a crack. Keep on playing with me in here. You know what I'm saying? Keep on playing with me. But look, check this out. So after, while all of this is going on, after about a year passed, just so happened, a flood hit. If you remember the flood hitting back, I think it was back in May 2010 in Nashville, Tennessee. The flood hit down here. These folks got to do an emergency evacuation. But I'm in the back cell, right by the back door to go out to the rec yard. When they come in, the water coming in my cell, it's already up to my ankles. It's in the whole unit. These folks walk back here. Baker, you ready? Man, I've been ready. What you mean? I'm in here standing on top of my book. You talking about am I ready? Man, come on, let me up out of here. These folks popped the door. When they popped the door, I said, hold on now. Y'all know y'all done jumped on me before. Y'all know y'all was supposed to be opening that door without no handcuffs and shackles. They were like, man, we doing an emergency evacuation. We just trying to get you up out of here. They deep, but then get what I thought to myself. Man, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Y'all didn't give me no bags to pack my commissary up in here. Like, I got $200-300 worth of commissary. Not only that, you know what I'm saying, I got TV and I got a radio. Like I got things in here I need to pack before we go anywhere. They were like, oh, no, we're going to go ahead and transfer you where you going. They going to get your stuff, and then they going to bring the stuff. I said, I don't think I like the sound of that, sir. I'm standing on the top. No. That don't even sound right to me. Y'all didn't get the captain down here. Baker, we ain't even finna go through all this right now. It's an emergency evacuation. This come from the top office. This. Man, I don't care nothing about where it come from. Man, y'all don't pack up my stuff. Y'all finna take me to a maximum security facility. If y'all think I'm finna sit in there for 2-3 days and ain't gonna have my property, no good. Because listen to me, penitentiary rules is in effect. If you ain't never been to the penitentiary, I advise you to never go. Get what them folks said. You gonna go by force or choice? I said, what's going to be by force? Man, about 6 officers come around the corner. Baker. I said, what's up? Come on up out of there, man. We got to do it. We got to get everybody out of this unit right now. We got the vans sitting out. Man, I don't get me some bags and let me pack my stuff. I'm taking my stuff with me. Baker. Big dude come. I said, man, what's up? They grab. Get out of here. Man, Baker, we told him, man, come on up on me, man. Come on. They not go and put the handcuffs on him. Go and put the handcuffs on him. Yeah, you better. Listen, I come up out of his head. I'm kicking. Man, y'all got me messed up, man. Baker, I'm telling you, man, just calm down. It's an emergency evacuation. They gonna get your stuff to you, I promise you. Man, these folks put me on this van. Take me to River Bend. Now, I done heard all kind of stuff about River Bend. You know what I'm saying? All kind of, you know what I'm saying? This is the maximum security. I'm talking about it's the top tier maximum security. You know what I'm saying? They got the death row unit there. My dad was on death row. So when I get there, I'm not knowing, because of the emergency evacuation, these folks is taking me to the death row unit off the muscle. So if you ain't never heard this story, I think I got a story somewhere on my page where I talk about being on the death row unit. I don't want to get into it. But before I get to the death row unit, they put me in a regular unit. So when they put me in the regular unit, it got crowded. They had to actually put people who needed to be, who was on max security in themselves. So they moved me to the death row unit. I get to the death row unit. I stayed there for about 2-3 weeks. If y'all haven't heard that story, jump in the comment section to say you either want to hear the counselor story, because I got a story with her. We kicked it for about 6 months, and then tell me you want to hear the death row experience story. And look, commercial break me, please. If you ain't already got the book, go get the book. I got them on sale right now for $25. The link is in the description, or you can just go straight to the website. Listen to me, jtb3.org. Both books is on sale for $25. You can get the audio version for $5 right now. It's $125 a piece. You go to chapters 1 through 3, 4 through 6, and then chapters 7 and 8. You can get the audio version for $5. If you want the ebook, you want to get it sent to your email, that's in my website as well. Soon as you buy it, it's going to go straight to your email. And make sure you're paying attention when you buying the difference between the actual physical book and the ebook. jtb3.org. So these folks send me to the death row unit. I get moved off the death row unit because I get threatened back here because it's another guy. We back here talking about going home. These folks done started sending kites. You don't know what a kite is? That's a letter. They write them and they slide them under the door, or they drop them in the mailbox. And they telling them, they need to get us off from back here because we back here talking about going home. I haven't really done no time in the penitentiary at the time, so I'm not even knowing, you know what I'm saying? Them folks ain't trying to hear us talk about what we finna do when we go home. These folks been sitting back here 10, 15 years waiting to be executed. I'm back here talking about what I'm finna do when I go home. Them folks ain't trying to hear that, so they tell the police officer, as soon as they get a chance, they gonna if they don't get us off from back here. So they end up moving me back into the maximum security unit. When they put me in the maximum security unit, listen to me, penitentiary rules is in effect. You got to watch who you make enemies with in the penitentiary. Because when I was down there at Charles Bay, I used to flood the cell all the time. And who do they get to clean the water? The rock men, the inmates. They get the inmates to come down here and clean it up. And guess what? It was an inmate who used to come down there. He was a vice lord. Matter of fact, he was unknown. You know what I'm saying? I'm the business at the time. And he used to come back here and, you know what I'm saying? He used to talk crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? I seen the 5-point, I seen the Playboy button on. It let me know, you know what I'm saying, what he was. I said, man, what's up with you? You the people, ain't you? Because he used to talk crazy when he cleaned. Man, you doing all that, man. You tripping, man. When you get to the compound, you ain't going to be able to act like that, homeboy. You ain't going to be able to act like that. Man, who you think you talking to, my guy? I'm just telling you, bro. You come back here, I'm telling you, man. All that right there, all that ain't cool, you know what I'm saying? Then he gonna say something like, I don't care what penitentiary you go to, man. What your name is? Man, what you trying to say, homeboy? You know what I'm saying? He get disrespectful, so then what I do? I get the set tripping in there, you know what I'm saying? I don't, listen to me, you slick the opposition, you know what I'm saying? I'm the business in here. So I throw the 5-point up, and shoot the 5. Then my guy said, I don't forget no face. I don't forget no face. Just so happened he ended up getting transferred to River Bend. So as I'm back here on this unit, for one, I'm mad. Listen to me. You want to do some hard time? Them folks didn't send me my property for 2 weeks. I'm in maximum security, no commissary, no radio, no food, no nothing. Then the week that I got there, they had just ordered commissary, meaning I gotta wait for the next week to order commissary. And then not only that, listen to me, I got to eat every meal that come through that pie flap. Because when you on max, you ain't got no commissary, you gonna starve in there. Man, I'm in here, man, when is the food coming? And you can't do no working out. You don't even really want to go to the rec yard. Because if you go to the rec yard and you get out there and you get to walking, you ain't doing. Listen to me, when you ain't got no food, the one thing you want to do, the only thing you want to do is sit still. You ain't trying to burn no calories, no energy, no nothing. Just stay still and just hopefully that food sit where it needs to sit until the next meal come in here. So that's really what I'm doing in the penitentiary. But see, when they come through and they serve the food right, it's an inmate and an officer. Another inmate, you know what I'm saying, got the Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying, might be, you're going to have a couple of inmates, you know what I'm saying, who work in the kitchen, who coming in and helping the officer serve the food. But it was always a dude at the door, and his voice sounded familiar. So the officer come around, he get a tray, the inmate get a tray to the officer, he'll slide it under, or vice versa, the officer grab the tray, give it to the inmate, he'll slide it under the pie flap after the officer open the pie flap. Now, in the penitentiary, when you on close, max, or even in the cafeteria, Certain trays is assigned to certain people. You got diabetics, you got halal trays, trays without pork on them. And these trays are assigned to certain, they know which cells they going to. So one day, all of a sudden, this voice that sounded familiar with me, he come in the unit and he helping the officer. They get to my cell. I'm standing up because I'm listening. I'm ready for my tray. I'm starving in here. Soon as the officer come around the corner, I see the inmate. I get to squint my eyes. He said, Charles Bad? I said, yeah, what's up? He said, that what's up. That was up. That was up. You already know what time it is. I ain't got to be no time in the penitentiary to know what that look was and what it was the tone for me. I already know what time it is on the street. Yeah. That was up. That was up. So I'm thinking to myself, what does that mean? Because back here on Max, one thing for sure, two things for certain, it's hard to get to somebody on Max. I only seen one time on Max security where a man got stabbed. And listen, it scared me to death. Because when you on Max, when you coming out, you in handcuffs and shackles. And then not only that, your door is secured 3 times. How in the world did he get out of the cell? But let me tell you something. When you in the penitentiary, you become real crafty. This man, they got the bolt lock. This man found a way to push a string through, pull the string through, get the string, and he done already stick. Y'all want to hear that story? I dropped that story on you too. Listen, scared me. I said, oh, can't make no enemies in penitentiary. Ain't no escaping him. Then run up on this man white. So when he do me like that, I was like, man, what the? I grab my tray. I sit down and I'm eating. A day or two roll back. When they come through to bring the food, what they got today? What they got? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm starving in here. This man, I hear him say, don't forget, you know what I'm saying, they go to such and such cell. I'm such and such cell. He say my cell number. Now, wait a minute. I ain't no diabetic. I don't need no halal tray. I ain't got no kind of special trays. Ain't nothing that I can't eat. What in the world is my cell? Maybe they, no. They didn't say the wrong cell because it wasn't the police that said it. It was the inmate who said it. He telling the other inmate, make sure that I get a specific tray. So I'm sitting, I'm like, man, what are you talking about? You know, so when they come through, the inmate, the officer, all right, let me get that tray right there. I'm looking, I grabbed the tray. Now listen to me. I'm starving, but today, I got to examine what's on this tray. They got them white beans on there. So as I look at the white beans, of course, they look a little watered down too. When I look at the white beans, I'm like, did this man nut in my... Hey, CEO. Because I'm already starving. Not only that, I'm mad as hell. Get what the police say. Man, I got to get these trays, man. I'll come back and deal with you in a minute, man. I got to feed these inmates. I got to go to another unit. The little penitentiary rules is in effect. Get what I do? Man, y'all got me messed up, man. I get to talking crazy to the dude. Hey, bro, I already know what time it is, bro. Get what he doing? I'm looking like, man, this man literally done busted in my... That was up. You ain't got to worry about it. Just like he told me in Charles Bad, I don't never forget a face. Get what? I signed for my deal in 2010. I can't remember what month it was. I signed for my deal in 2010. When I said, which this contributed to me signing the deal. Because when he did that, I tried to get out of the unit. I'm telling them what's going on. I'm trying to get out of the unit. They tell me I can't move, so I started playing crazy. I tell them I'm hearing voices. So what they end up doing, they moved me to the observation cell, which led to me making my deal. If you ain't heard that story, let me know you want to hear it. So when I go get the deal, when I come back, get what they do. They can't take me back to Charles Bad because now I'm considered TDOC property. I'm no longer on safekeeping, which was the only reason I was on safekeeping and being held the way I was being held was because of the escape charge. I was in the penitentiary before I was in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Before I was actually an inmate. If you ain't ever seen it, there go the newspaper clipping right there, which is the original. I got another one too. But commercial break me, please. If you ain't already got the book, do me a favor, go support the kid. It's just $25. You can get both books for $25. JTB3.org. So when I get back, River Bend tell me they can't let me in. They take me to Charles Bass. Charles Bass say they can't let me in. They take me to the jail, back at home. After I wait to get on the bus, I go to West High, go through classification, make a long story short, I end up going from penitentiary to penitentiary to penitentiary. I end up in Northeast. This is when me and my pops was in the cell together. See, when you a trustee at certain penitentiaries like Special Need, Charles Bass, and River Bend, so you almost come off like a privileged inmate. You know what I'm saying? You get to move around. But see, they don't play at them types of penitentiaries. So if you get caught with some contraband, phone, tobaccos, and stuff like that, they look at it like, oh, you don't even realize that you're very privileged and you want to be like everybody else. So we're gonna send you to a prison with everybody else. So this man ended up getting caught with a phone. Guess where he end up at? At the penitentiary with me. So in that time, you know what I'm saying, when that bus coming through 9 times out of 10, we see when you coming on the compound. So I'm sitting on the back window, you know what I'm saying, because I'm on that phone. I gotta watch to see who coming in, because if the green team come, you know, I gotta even if I got to squeeze in between the cheeks, I'm gonna put that phone up. So look, check this out. So I'm sitting back here, I'm seeing the people get off the train, which is the bus. They rolling them carts up. I'm on the phone, I'm talking to Bay, talking to me and Bay talking to each other. I'm like, yeah, they got some new people coming in. Hold on real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I see it's him. It's the same dude. Are you on bus with him, my fool? Then you end up at the same penitentiary with me? I ain't no maximum security no more, my guy. And then he already know it. Then get what? Come to find out as soon as he get there. Oh, he ain't needing the people. He done had to get his tattoos and everything covered up. See, commercial break me, please. See, that's another thing in the penitentiary. See, a lot of dudes go in there and they end up getting away with a whole lot of stuff and they be affiliated, right? But soon as they get caught doing something that embarrass the affiliation, guess what the affiliation gonna make them do? Cover their tattoos up. I done seen it with several people. Oh, you had big tattoos and all that. Guess what? Soon as them folks mark you off, you go to another penitentiary, you think you gonna be straight. Guess what the first thing they gonna do? Hey, homeboy. Hey, bless himself. Hey, they gonna get them tattoos covered up. Ain't nothing with you. Man, come on. They need to be covered up by the end of the week. When he come in, his tattoo covered up. What that mean? He ain't got no protection. And at the time, get what? I wasn't in the business no more. But the business still deal with me. You know why? Because I didn't get no dishonorable discharge. I ain't do nothing crazy to, you know what I'm saying? They still gonna fool with me. Him, on the other hand, oh, now you an embarrassment. I don't know exactly what it was he done. You know how rumors circulate in the penitentiary, but you don't want to be putting no tags on people unless you know for real, because there's a lot of haters in the penitentiary. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. If you ain't in no position of power and you ain't got no influence, I'm gonna tell you something. Them folks slap a tag on you in the penitentiary, get what? It's gonna travel and it's gonna stay like that. I don't care if it's true or not. If them folks in the penitentiary say, oh, that's what happened with dude, and you get 2-3 other people, yeah, it's over with. You labeled. Point blank, period. The rest of your time in there, you ain't gonna be able to get away from it. So when he come in, you know what I'm saying? My dad work in the kitchen, right? So soon as the count clear, I come out, hey, what cell little buddy go in down there? He go in the corner cell down on the bottom. I'm thinking these are 7 cell. It had to be 7 cell because I think 8 cell started a whole nother row. I like, they were like, hey, what's up with it? My homeboy, he said, man, what's up with you? I said, ain't nothing. I'm just trying to see what cell he went in. At the time, you know what I'm saying, I done grew my dreads out, you know what I'm saying? I done got a little bigger. I don't know if he gonna recognize me, but I recognize him. Like he told me, he'll never forget a face. I don't either. Especially ain't gonna forget no face. He decided he wanna put his kids in my food. Get what? So when my pop come in, hey, dad, and they just moved this dude down there in 7. He said, man, what's up with him? My dad don't go more off the money. He TTG. He trained to go. For some reason, his institutionalization automatically, if you say, hey, man, dude, it's automatic. What he do? Off the top. I said, man, look up. Man, they just moved this dude down there. He said, man, what's going on with him? I said, man, I was at River Bend with him, right? He was like, what'd he do? I said, man, this might sound crazy. I said, man, Pops, he was playing with my food, right? He was like, what you mean we're playing with your food? Literally played in my food. He said, dude, what? I said, yeah. I said, I remember. I said, when I was at Charles Bass, you know what I'm saying, and when I was down there, you know what I'm saying, I used to play them door warrior games, you know what I'm saying, them really door warrior games in the penitentiary. when you flood in the cell. And they can't get to you, you know what I'm saying? They get mad. I said, he was down there. I said, but then when they were serving the food, so I give him the rundown. I said, when he saw I was in the cell, he hit me with the, yeah, there was a couple of days after that, I heard him tell his homeboy who was on trial, make sure that tray go to such and such. I said, man, so I examined my little white beans. I said, as I examined the little white beans, I said, you know what I'm saying? It looked like some swimmers was in there, Pops. I said, I know for a fact, them was swimmers right there. Them were most definitely kids. My dad said, he played them type of game with you? I said, yeah. I said, it used to be the people, right? He said, oh yeah. He said, no, what kind? I said, I think he was unknown. I said, I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? The tattoos and stuff was covered up. You know what I'm saying? So my dad was like, oh, that was, he like, man, we can go holler at such and such, that's such and such name real quick. So he go holler at a couple of people to get the backstory on what dude is and what, you know what I'm saying, what's going to be the issue after I go down here and holler at him. You know what I'm saying? This prison politics is going on at this point. So my pop come back. My pop said, you want to go down there? Of course I want to go down there and holler at him. He said, you want me to go down? No. I don't want you to go down there with me. I know who in the cell down there. I'm cool. I said, the only thing I'm just waiting on this seller to walk out while he in there by himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna pull one of these moves. I done pulled these moves 2-3 times in penitentiary. So I'm walking on the top walk. As soon as I see his seller come out, I bump straight down there. And at this time, listen to me, I'm cut up, you know what I'm saying? Listen to me, I'm penitentiary swole. I'm working out three times a week. I don't play no games in here. Listen to me, I don't play no game. And I'm on the weight pile. Listen to me, I'm in the gym. I got wind. Listen to me, I'm finna go in here and do. Boy, you done busted in my food. So listen to me, I don't even wait for him to ask who it is because the door is open. It ain't closed like it's rigged. The door is cracked. Soon as I walk straight in, I bless his cell. As soon as I walk in, get what I do? Slam the door. A lot of times, if you slam the door, the rig will fall out, which means you got to push the button. I walk in, because you got to let this is a real bump down right here. So I go, poof. When I slam the door, poof. Man, what's up? I said, man, what's up with you, homie? He said, man, what you got going on? I said, oh, you don't remember me? He said, you look for me? I said, yeah, little joke T. I said, I was down there with Charles. I was at Charles Bad. I was the one down there. He said, oh, yeah. I said, yeah, I was at Real Big too. I said, man, you playing in my food? He was like, man, what is you talking about? I said, you don't remember that day? By this time, I'm getting close to him. Ain't nowhere to go in this cell. Penitentiary rules is in effect, homie. This is the jungle in here. And ain't nothing but metal in here. If you ain't prepared, but as I'm looking at him, you can see the fear in his eyes. And I'm going to tell you something about being in the penitentiary. When you see the fear in somebody's eyes in there, you don't look at it as, you know what, I ain't even going to fool with him. If for some reason, it gashes you up. It was just like the first time I realized I pulled that iron on a man and I seen that fear in his eye. It made me want to pop him. You know what I'm saying? It's a different form of bullying. You know what I'm saying? That monster, it's that ego and that pride that pop in when you see somebody that's scared. And then not only that, we're in the penitentiary. I'm gonna put this on the belt. So when I walk out, I said, man, you were playing them fool games down there. He was like, nah, I don't even do nothing like that. I said, you don't remember you telling your homeboy, make sure I get that tray? I said, and then when I got the tray and I kicked on the door and I asked the officer, you were like, yeah. I said, what did that mean, my guy? So at that point, he like, man, wasn't even nothing like that. Come here. Man, I put him on. Man, what type of game you play? Man, it ain't even nothing like that, homie. Man, I just got down here. I ain't even on that type of tag. That's what I hit him with, the 2 people. I said, man, let me tell you something, homie. I said, man, don't never play them type of games like that with me no more. I said, man, you don't even know me like that. Man, then I ain't even on that, bro. Come on, bro, man. Come on, man. I went on. I said, you know what? I said, just know that. I said, I'm upstairs in 33 still. I said, everything just happened in here, homie, need to stay in here. You know what I'm saying? When I walk out of here, don't run, tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? I came and said, do that. I said, man, you got a problem with me? You know what I'm saying? You can holler at me out. There ain't gonna be no sneak stuff or none of that. I said, man, you come around me, I see you walking behind me or anything, I'm gonna be prepared at all times. So whatever just happened in this cell, if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, go any further, I said, you might well go and let me know. I said, because if you think you gonna do anything, that's over with, homie. I said, I just want to let you know what I'm saying, you playing them fool games like you told me, you don't forget a face, I don't forget a face neither. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, in the penitentiary, you don't get away. You don't get away. You don't get away. You don't have to see me again. And today you had to see me. Man, that was up, homie. He ain't never apologized. He ain't never admit. But listen, I said, that was up. I walk out of the cell, slam it on. Dude, I run up to I'm finna go up here and report this to Pops. I know he gonna get a good laugh. I walk in and say, Pop, he said, you good? I said, oh, yeah. He said, what happened? I said, I ain't doing, I just brought them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm real nonchalant about it. My dad said, boy, you killed me. I said, I wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just went out there and told him to quit playing. Like, he said, man, you ain't do. I said, nah, I just roughed him up a little bit. I ain't really doing too much to him. You know what I'm saying? I just let him know, you know what I'm saying, not to be playing them game with me. And then not to be, you know what I'm saying, don't try to do nothing funny. You know what I'm saying? He said, all right. You still want me to go down there and holler at him? I said, yeah, you can go down there and holler at him if you want to. My pops will go down here and holler at the dude. When my pops get in that cell with him, guess what? They were locked up together, let Brushy Mountain. He used to play them same type of games in the penitentiary. He used to play them same type of cafeteria games down there. He known for hitting his meat and shooting them folks' food that he got a problem with. And where he go, he work in the kitchen. That's what he known for. If he around the food, don't deal with the food. You enemy of this dude, don't eat that food come from him. This man known for that. My daddy come up here, he said, man, I know dude. I said, man, what? He said, yeah, he was doing the same thing down there, brother, man. He said, yeah, I know him. He said, man, I just let him know you was my son. He was like, that's over with. Hold up, Pops. Let me tell you something. You don't go behind me think you done cleaned up something. It was already over with. I already told him that. You know what I'm saying? Don't play no game with me. It's over with. It end right here in this cell. You go down there and holler at somebody, that don't mean they took your word over mine. No, I been there told him it's over with. He told me, yeah, I let him know it's over with, it's done. It been over with. And if you ain't already got the book, go get the book. JTB3.org. Go support the kid, man. Just 25, you know what I'm saying? It's around that time, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be blessed. I hope y'all enjoyed the story. Let me know when y'all ready for the next one. Hey, one more question real quick. Y'all want me to start going live on here? If I start going live and I set a specific time, will y'all tune in? Because I go live on my TikTok, which is JOETB3. I get on my TikTok live because people get notified and they come on there. You want me to go live on here, turn on your notifications because I want to make sure the numbers is right. You know what I'm saying? If y'all on here, I don't want to get on live on here and it's just 150, 200 people. When I go to my TikTok, you know what I'm saying, and it's 1,000, and you know what I'm saying, it's different. Like, cause I want to interact with my people. That's why I don't go live on here. So y'all want me to go live, turn on your notifications, get in the comment section, live at 7, live at 8, one of the two, you know what I'm saying? I most definitely get on here and tell the stories live. I'll redo all the O's and everything. Just let me know. Jump in the comment section. Y'all be blessed.